this is the 7th time I've filmed this because each time my phone decides to stop and die halfway through it. So hopefully this time it goes, you know, to plan. Nothing seems to be going to plan because my 2 cameras that I have here are not working and Kelly's not with me. And my computer has a crack in the screen, but hey, just got a new screen, so it's all good. But I'm gonna be looking down at my screen a lot because I'm filming on my phone and I need to make sure the little red dot is still blinking. So anyways, so let's do this recap. I'm gonna be recapping episode 2 season 5 for you guys. 5. Because as Kelly said, we are going to be filming for you guys every week, no matter if we're together or if we're not, even though it sucks and I just dropped my binder and it's bullshit. So anyways, starts flashback to 4 months ago with Damon and Bonnie. First thing I saw was Damon. He looked beautiful in the lighting that they were filming in. That's all I have to say. But then I saw him and Bonnie holding hands and it was just a weird moment. It was awkward and then whatever. So, but that happened, and we see and we learn that they obviously are on the other side. But they're walking around and they're like, hey, like, where are we? This looks so weird. Like, we're on the other side. We should still be able to see people. Like, why can't we see anybody? Where is everybody? There's no one there. Mystic Falls is, like, desolate. It's so strange. We learn later that they're actually stuck in reliving this one day, which was, I think it was May 10th, 1994. I don't know, they sort of say something about how that might be of significance, but they're like, no, is it? No. So, I don't know what that signifies, but, if you guys know, please let us know, because I don't really know. Maybe they've mentioned it before, I couldn't tell you. So that's a little bit strange. But then, other than that, after that, there's a flash to the present. Oh, hold on, going back to the sort of like stuck in a day thing, it's a sort of, like that day had like a lunar solar eclipse thing, which I think has something to do with something interesting. I don't really know what it is yet. Can't like take it off the tip of my tongue. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the saying, is it? But anyways, so I don't know what that signifies. If y'all have any ideas, let us know. But after that, it's a flash back to the present, and we see flashback to Jeremy's house, I guess, or Matt's house. I don't really know anymore. But Jeremy's with this girl who Elena bit and whatever. I don't really know. And then after that, oh, we see, Matt's just like pissed because Jeremy's not doing anything with his life. Like, Matt promised Elena that he was gonna like watch over Jeremy and make sure he would like go back to school and like do all this stuff, and like Jeremy's just like refusing to. He's just sitting on his ass, like drinking beer all the time and like hooking up with random girls, and he just needs to get back and remember who Bonnie is, okay? Okay. Anyway, so then we see, after Jeremy and this girl, we see Stefan and his girl, Ivy, who I'm not sure how I feel about her. I don't know what her game is. Like, where does she come from? Probably because I haven't been caught up. Like, me and Kelly just sort of stopped watching TVD, but I don't know who she is. I don't know how I feel about her. I want to know what you guys think about her. Do you guys like her? I feel like she has some ulterior motives happening, but I could be wrong. Like, I really don't know. So that's just my weird brain going on. But anyways, after that, such a sad moment. It flashes to Elena in her room, I guess, cleaning up, and she's packing away pictures of her and Damon, and these pictures are so cute, and I'm just like bawling my eyes out because I'm like, no, it's just like, it was so depressing. And then all of a sudden, bam, sexual moment. I was like, and then it just ended, and I was really depressed after that. But yeah, I'm still really depressed. What am I talking about? So yeah, as I mentioned, the whole Damon, Bonnie, unknown May 10th, 1994. Throughout the entire sort of episode, they're experiencing this day. And at one point, they're having this like really big fight, kind of like you're living in my hell, I'm living in your hell kind of thing. But Bonnie like stops after a second and she's like, wait, Damon, did you hear that? And Damon's like, no, we're like the only ones in this world, like no one can hear us. And Bonnie like swears she hears something, and that sort of has some prevalence at the end because, well, I'll I'll tell you in a minute, but it's kind of creepy. So then, oh, also appearance from Enzo. Enzo goes on a journey to help Caroline throughout this entire episode. Well, not entire episode, but half of the episode, which is so cool. And they ended up rudely surprising Stefan and his girl for dinner. And Enzo has this moment where he gets like really angry at Stefan, because Stefan admits to us at the end of the episode that he like gave up on the looking for Bonnie and Damon. Like he gave up, he moved on, he didn't care for talking to Caroline anymore, he didn't care for doing anything that he's supposed to be doing as a person. And Enzo sort of reminds him of this, and I think it becomes like a really big thing for him, because it's kind of like a flashback for Enzo with Damon. So yeah, that's interesting. One of the biggest things throughout this entire episode was Elena and her desire for like forgetting Damon, which I am heartbroken about. Like my heart hurts right now. Like, why is she wanting to do this? But she asks Alaric at the end of the last episode to do this for her, and Alaric was like, okay. And the only reason Alaric can do this is because he was, I guess, reincarnated, I guess, by an original. And as this happened, he has the ability to compel other vampires, which no other vampire can do, which is kind of cool. So Elena's like, can you please like help me? I don't want to remember Damon anymore. Like, I need to get over this. Like, I need to get through it and whatever. And so Alaric's like, okay, fine, like for you, blah, blah, blah. And so throughout the entire thing, he's trying to figure out like the deepest moment that she had when she basically fell in love with Damon. And every time they think they find that moment, Alaric's like, so who's Damon Salvatore? And Elena's like, oh, he's my boyfriend, I loved him, and then he died, and has this like really scary moment inside of her, and I feel the same way. And eventually we learn that the deepest moment is when she actually fell in love with Damon, was when she was still in love with Stefan. And so Elena has this whole realization that she loved two people at once, and that was the deepest moment. And so then after that, which was like even more heartbreaking than everything else, Alaric is like, so who's Damon Salvatore? And then she's like, oh, he was Stefan's brother. He was he was a dick, and then he died. Like, whatever. And I was like, no. Like, I died inside when that happened. It was horrifying. Another thing that we learned that's very interesting is that, you guys know how Matt's a member of this community thing, community protection program, whatever. The head of that program has some hidden secrets. In fact, we learned that he is a part of an original family, I guess founding family. They call him Trip, but he's part of like the Fowl family, Trip Fowl the Third, or he calls himself. So the end of the episode, we see him and in this big truck, and he's driving and he's talking to whoever, I forget who he's talking to, but he opens the hatch to like the back of the truck, and there's like a bunch of, I guess, vampires in there, and I don't know where he's driving, but they all burn, and it's like this moment of like, wait, are you a vampire hunter? Like, who are you? So hidden storyline there. I'm interested to see what happens with him. And ending off the episode, the most trippy thing ever. This freaked me out, actually. Like, I closed my computer and I was like, it's like a little bit scary. Like, I've never actually been scared with Vampire Diaries. Because, you guys know how I was saying that Bonnie and Damon are reliving this day over and over again. And this is when, I guess, the significance of the whole, like, title comes into play, which I still don't remember. Red leather, yellow leather, tongue twister, which is, well, for you guys down there, you remember what it's called. I don't. I'll figure it out later. Don't worry. But I guess when they were starting to relive this day, when they didn't realize it, Damon was drinking at one point in the episode and like cooking pancakes, because that's what he's been doing. And I guess he gave Bonnie a newspaper and he was like, here, do this crossword puzzle. And Bonnie's like, okay, whatever. And so she's doing it. And then I guess she couldn't finish it. But at the end of the episode, Damon takes a look at the crossword puzzle and goes, oh yeah, you finished it with this word, and that's the title of the whole episode. And then he's like, oh yeah, great thing, or whatever. I don't really remember. But Bonnie's like, wait a minute, I'd never even finished the crossword puzzle. And that's when we realized that Bonnie could have been right because someone else might be there in this place that they're in. Huh. Mindfuck! So anyways, guys, that was the episode. Me and Kelly both want to know your thoughts on every single one of these episodes because we love talking to you guys. Please let us know what you think of this episode and any assumptions you might have for the next upcoming episodes. Also, if you haven't checked out our other channel yet, be sure to do so.